Hey gorgeous souls, here's your weekly astrology. Yes, I'm not on camera again this week. Forgive me, I got guests, but yay, it plays into the retro weather. It's my retro vibe. This week, we have a full moon in Capricorn and a partial lunar eclipse. We have Venus opposing Saturn and Venus trine Neptune. All sorts going on. Anyway, here's your weekly astrology. Hey Leo, how you doing? This week is quite intense. The full moon, partial lunar eclipse is in your work zone, your day-to-day routines, your health and well-being zone. So there's likely to be a revelation in those areas. Your urge to be very grounded this week. One bit of good news though is retrograde Mercury is moving out of your sign. So you'll feel that should a relief, because actually when Mercury's retrograde on our side, it doesn't just affect the way we interact with other people. It doesn't just cause confusion in communication with other people. It can cause an internal confusion where we don't even know what we think about things. So there'll be a lifting of that, or certainly a partial lifting of that this week. So you might find you're a bit clearer in the head. Having said that, we have Venus opposing Saturn. Venus at the moment is in your past. It's making you think about the past. It's making you think about the people that you have a soulmate connection with. It's making you crave and hunger for a deeper connection with empathy and with feeling and something that just dives deep. It may also be making you think about somebody that you have had a relationship with who's an addict or has had issues with not being truthful. Or if you yourself have those issues, it's making you examine those. But it's also being called to answer as Venus opposes Saturn. There's a need for honesty. There's a need for grounding. There's a need for healthy relationships. There's a need to be clear and true to yourself. With Venus trine Neptune, I have to say though, it gets a bit dodgy in the middle of the week because you will be a sucker for temptation. You know, Neptune's in your 8th house of primal longing, desire, power, powerlessness, you know, naughty things in general. And Venus is in your, I've got no boundaries, I just want to feel zone. So it's tricky, but you can do, the good thing about this week is you can do a lot of the internal work. You can make the internal changes, and also you can really tune in to the cosmos and to your guides who will give you accurate information about what's going on. Don't kid yourself this week though, because Mercury goes retrograde in that area. So it leaves your sign, but it goes into your 12th, which can be very spacey. You know, people can all make a lot of assumptions when Mercury's there. With Venus opposing Pluto, there's going to be some news from the past or some experience that you're reliving in some way. And it's to help you break through patterns and to decide what it is that you want. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon. Hello, wonderful one. Thank you so much for listening. It would be fabulous if you liked, subscribed, or shared. It would be really, really helpful. Also, I have a ton of free stuff for you. Horoscope.co.uk for everything astrology, and michelleknight.com for everything psychic and free tarot reading. See you there.